तो कास्ट जो है, जैसे बाबा साहब ने बोला था, एक बीमारी है एक, तो या तो वो हमको खा जाएगी या हम उसको खा जाएंगे। हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं उसको खाने की। ये इसका एक छोटा पार्ट है। ये जब जाएगा तो कास्ट को एक बहुत बड़ा धचका बैठेगा। पर अगर कास्ट को हटाना है तो इसको तो हटाना पड़ेगा। इसके बावजूद कास्ट नहीं जाएगा, पर इससे एक धक्का बैठेगा फॉर श्योर। The way Constitution abolished untouchability, also abolished all forms of discrimination based on caste, which in itself means the end of caste. But as we see, it is as flourishing, as evident in our everyday life as it was when the Constitution was being written. Similarly, we had a legal abolishment of manual scavenging since 1993. In terms of manual scavenging, it is completely present in our societies from village to urban areas. For example, the Mumbai Municipal Corporation, which has denied any presence of manual scavenging in the city since 2013 when the act was amended and strengthened. They themselves would report at least 4 or 5 cases of death due to manual scavenging. But at the same time, they would deny that there is manual scavenging happening. So at least the highest court of this land acknowledges that it is happening. That is the silver lining that I will see on the very dark grey cloud. On 6th December in Shivaji Park, as we were paying tributes to Dr. Ambedkar and mourning his passing away, right at Shivaji Park, a restaurant called Gypsy Corner, they had opened the manhole right in front of their restaurant, and there were 2 workers. One was inside, one was outside, and there was another worker helping. The 3 of them were manually cleaning the manhole. There were at least 10 police officers sitting right next to it. Maybe a 2-star officer was sitting right in front of it. After pointing it out, they were completely unaware that it is wrong or it is a criminal offence, non-bailable, with a penalty of 2 years of imprisonment and 2 lakh rupees. Then they give us a written statement which says that on 6th December the workers came to pay tributes to Dr. Ambedkar, then came to the closed restaurant to eat breakfast. The restaurant was completely shut. Then they could smell the sewer gas coming out of the manhole, so they decided to open it themselves, went inside themselves, cleaned it themselves, and went away. And therefore they have decided to not file a FIR against Gypsy Corner. But that shows something, actually, how supportive they are of the act of manual scavenging. When we go to BMC, they say it's a private line, what can we do? Technically, legally speaking, they should be filing the FIR. Sewer lines belongs to them, and somebody is doing a crime on that line.
प्राइवेट हो या गवर्नमेंट के तरफ से हो, पर एक मजदूर अगर अंदर जाता है तो सरकार की कोई जिम्मेदारी नहीं है अगर कोई घर का बड़ा सदस्य कोई काम करते समय अगर उनकी मृत्यु हो जाती है, जो घर का ही कमाने वाला बड़ा है व्यक्ति अगर खत्म हो जाता है, तो उनके परिवार तक कोई मदद नहीं पहुंचा सकती है सरकार। और मैंने हमेशा देखा है, अगर कोई गटर में उतरता है तो वो ड्रिंक किए बिना उतरता नहीं है, क्योंकि वो उतर ही नहीं सकते, क्योंकि उतनी जो गंदगी की स्मेल जब आती है तो वो इंसान काम ही कैसे कर सकता है। जो हमारी जान बचा रहे हैं, जो बारिश के समय जो गटर भर जाती है, उस समय ही लोगों सरकार को क्यों उनकी याद आती है।
Every year from March to June, we estimate more than 1 lakh workers enter those stormwater drains manually and clean it. They don't get gloves, they don't get boots. It's entirely done manually. There are snakes, there are scorpions, there are other insects. We have testimonies of workers where workers are cleaning the drain and there are open sewer outlets which are flushing sewer in, and it's falling on them. Lakhs of workers who engage in that work every year, and from communities which are on the extreme margins, the denotified tribes, Buddhists, Dalits, and they're all dying slow death. So the gas problem is not so much in stormwater drain, so they all die slow deaths. They go home, catch cold, catch fever, and never recover out of it, get TB, their liver get infected, their legs get infected. I've seen green legs because there is no ladder given, so they have to jump into those stormwater drain. When they jump, there's beer bottles, everything, all kind of dangerous sharp objects which enter their feet. Their languages are different. They're heavily discriminated in the municipal hospitals. Rehabilitation is very clearly defined in Prohibition of Annual Scavenging Act. That kind of rehabilitation is provided in no state. Provide them with housing, provide them with scholarships, provide them with training, and then eventually a different job, alternate job. That kind of rigorous rehabilitation scheme is available nowhere. Wherever they are saying rehabilitation, they are bringing in name of the money that they get for rehabilitation, they're bringing in machines, which is a good thing, but they're displacing the existing workforce and making them even more precarious, actually making a competition between the machine and the worker. Before we are thinking of eliminating manual scavenging, we must make a very powerful, very robust rehabilitation scheme. This act came out of years and years of struggles of the most oppressed people of this society. It's not easy to struggle for them. It's not, while it's the only choice they have, it is not easy. They live in extreme precarity. Their houses are demolished. They're constantly in migration, stunting, malnutrition, absolute illiteracy, no political representation, constant state repression, constant filing of cases against them. So there is an overall recreation of village-based caste occupations and imposition of caste hierarchies. Every case, every law that aims to attack the fundamental caste structure of our society is rendered absolutely toothless, useless, harmless.